All right, let's talk about the blueprint. This is about transforming yourself from someone who's forgettable to someone who's unforgettable, from powerless to untouchable. And look, this isn't about being cruel, it's about pure, cold strategy. Here's a hard truth we just have to accept. You can have the best heart, the best intentions in the entire world, but if you don't know how to control your perceived value, you will get overlooked. It's that simple. So why does this happen? Well, it's a trap, really, a trap of good intentions. Your eagerness to help, your constant availability, your emotional reactions. Believe it or not, these are all liabilities in a game that doesn't reward them. You're just playing by the wrong set of rules. So the very first step is a massive shift in how you see the world. This is what we call the mindset of power. Here's the core idea. Nobody really cares about your morals when you're weak. People don't judge you by what's in your heart. They judge you by what you produce. Your struggle is your own business. Your results? Well, your results are for everyone to see. And you know what? This isn't some new idea. Machiavelli nailed this 500 years ago, and it's more true today than ever. People react to what they can see, your power, your status, your achievements. They can't feel your intentions, and honestly, they're not trying to. So what do we even mean by value here? Think of it like this. You can work a 16-hour day, grind yourself into the dust, but if there's no tangible result at the end of it, it's just noise. Society doesn't reward effort, it rewards impact. Which, of course, leads to the most important question of all, doesn't it? If just working hard isn't enough, what is? How do you go from being just another face in the crowd to someone who is absolutely essential? The answer is you have to shift your focus completely. Stop trying so hard to be liked and start working to become necessary. Your goal isn't to be popular, it's to have leverage. When the thought of you leaving causes a panic, that is real power. Okay, so once that mindset is locked in, we can move on to the actual strategy. This is section 2, the tactics of leverage. This is how you build real-world power. The first principle is incredibly simple. Scarcity creates value, availability destroys it. I mean, gold is valuable because it's rare. Air is essential for life, but it's worthless because it's everywhere. If you're always around, always available, you become like air, totally taken for granted. So you have to master the art of strategic withdrawal. This isn't about being rude or flaky, it's about being intentional. When you create a little bit of space, people start to respect your time and your energy. Your presence is no longer a guarantee, and that's what makes it valuable. The next tactic is basically a superpower, emotional detachment. Every single time you react out of anger or frustration or defensiveness, you are literally handing over your power. When someone knows how to push your buttons, they own you. It's that simple. And the good news is, this is a skill you can actually build. There are 3 simple steps. 1, you pause. Just pause. Never let impulse be your guide. 2, separate your feelings from the facts. What actually happened versus how you feel about it. And 3, zoom out. Ask yourself, will this even matter in a year? This process just strips the emotion away and leaves you with clear, cold strategy. And now for what might be the ultimate power move of all. The ability to walk away from a bad deal, a toxic job, a one-sided relationship. That is the strongest negotiating position you will ever have. Just think about it for a second. Dependency makes you a prisoner. If you absolutely need that job, you'll tolerate any disrespect. If you need that relationship, you can never set real boundaries. Having options, that's freedom. That's what gives you the power to demand what you're actually worth. All right, we've got the mindset and the tactics. So our final section is all about the long game, building a foundation of respect that actually lasts. So many people mistake charisma for power. And sure, charm opens doors, but it fades pretty quickly. Competence, real, undeniable skill, that's what compounds over time. You can think of it this way. Charisma is rented, but competence is owned. You want to be the person who delivers results, not just the person who entertains. And that deep competence is what builds your most valuable asset, your reputation. It is working for you or against you 24/7. It's that invisible force that decides whether people trust you, whether they respect you, and whether they give you a shot. You have to guard your reputation with absolute discipline. It's built on a foundation of consistency, always delivering on your word. It means you control your own story. And, most importantly, you never, ever compromise your integrity for a short-term win. That is the fastest way to lose everything you've built. So, we've covered the mindset, the tactics, and the foundation. This all comes down to a final choice, deciding that you're going to play to win. You have the choice now. You can go back to being overlooked, just hoping that someday someone will notice your good intentions. Or you can step into your power, control your value, and start operating from a position of undeniable strength. And that's really the final question you have to ask yourself, because make no mistake, the game is happening all around you right now. The only thing left to decide is whether you're going to be a pawn or a player.